I was 9 years old when my parents decided I no longer belonged in their lives. They never said it directly. They didn't have to. Kids can feel when they stop being wanted. The silence gets heavier, the looks disappear, and suddenly, you're a problem no one wants to solve. My biological parents, Mark and Elaine, weren't struggling. We had a house, food, stability. What we didn't have was acceptance. They wanted a girl. They got me instead. I still remember the night everything ended. Rain slammed against the windows while I hid under the kitchen table, holding a worn-out stuffed animal. My mother was crying, yelling that she couldn't do this anymore. My father answered calmly, saying he had already spoken to someone at church. A couple was willing to take me. They talked about me like I was broken furniture. The next morning, a man and woman I'd never met showed up. Their names were Susan and Henry. They smiled gently and asked if I was ready to go. My parents didn't pack my things. No goodbye. I left with the clothes I had on and that old toy. Before that, I thought fear was normal. I thought every kid felt invisible. At home, I never had a seat at the table. My drawings went straight into the trash. My father only spoke to give orders. My sister got new clothes. I got told to be grateful. One day, something inside me snapped. I cut up her brand new outfits with scissors. Not out of hate, out of pain I didn't know how to explain. My mother screamed, shoved me against the wall, and called me a mistake. That same night, my father told me I'd be leaving the next day. Susan and Henry gave me something I'd never known before. Safety. Real safety. Henry sold equipment out of his truck. Susan handled paperwork from home. I helped after school. Over time, the garage became a business, then a warehouse. They believed in me when no one else ever had. I worked hard. I went to college. When I graduated with a business degree, Henry cried like I was his own son. 2 years later, a drunk driver crossed the center line on a country road. They were gone instantly. They left me everything, the house, the company, their legacy. I poured myself into the work, expanded operations, hired employees, built something real. Then one night, security called. "There's a man here asking for you. Says he's your father." I didn't recognize him at first. He looked smaller, worn down. Behind him stood my 2 sisters and their children. "Son," he said, trying the word like it might fit now. He told me my mother had left. My sisters had come back home with kids and no support. Then he asked me to help, not just financially. He wanted me to take the children, to raise them. He wanted me to relive my childhood. I told him no. I wouldn't repeat his mistakes. I wouldn't raise children to fix his failures. But I also wouldn't punish innocent kids. I paid for their schools, their supplies, their transportation. The money went directly to the institutions, not to the adults. My father came back months later asking for cash. I refused. Years passed. Those kids grew up. They came to me asking for internships. I hired them, starting at the bottom just like Susan and Henry once did for me. They call me uncle now. And I know I did the right thing. I didn't break the cycle for revenge. I broke it so it would finally end.